The Fast and Furious actor has been hiding a significant portion of his life for years, a private realm. However, those doors are now at last opening. There are more than simply unique cars in his private garage. Anyone will be astounded by this startling compilation of poignant tales, personalized presents, and undiscovered memories. Everything is changed by a single automobile. Prepare to find out the truth. People immediately think of Dominic Toretto when they think of Vin Diesel. Additionally, they associate Dom Toretto with the black 1970 Dodge Charger RT. There is more to this vehicle than just metal and an engine. It represents power, family, and perseverance in the Fast and Furious films. It has survived spectacular stunts, rail crossings, and crazy street races to become the unofficial mascot of the entire series. This beast was constructed by Dom and his father in the films. It was a real beast on the road, with to its powerful Hemi 5.8 engine, which produced 470 horsepower. A member of the second generation of Chargers was the 1970 Dodge Charger RT. Renowned for having a distinct style, a 4446-pack engine with an incredible 375 horsepower and 490 pound-feet of torque might even be included. Here's where it gets really amazing. Though, this car is not only a vehicle that Vin Diesel drives, he actually has a very specific version of it. Even though the movie automobiles were frequently reproductions or altered for the sake of filming, Vin Diesel paid an incredible $1 million for his genuine 1970 Dodge Charger RT. This Charger is not your typical device. It is a specially designed device. It features an 871 positive displacement supercharger and a unique fast electronic fuel injection system that includes 8 nitrous oxide injectors in addition to 3 injectors per cylinder. All of these improvements increase its power to almost 1,200 horsepower at 8,500 RPM, with an additional 250 horsepower coming from the nitrous oxide. To withstand this tremendous power, its frame, suspension, brakes, and rear axle were all strengthened to the highest standards. Because it reminds him and moviegoers of the start of the film's tale and the poignant conclusion of the first movie, where Dom and Brian's destiny clash in a blur of speed and loyalty, this car has a special place in his heart. In the original Fast and Furious film, Dom is seen racing away into the sunset in a red 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS. The dust settles, moving on to another famous muscle vehicle. This vehicle came to represent his rebellious nature. Later movies featured the Chevelle once more, occasionally painted gray and always prepared for battle. This vehicle was an iconic muscle automobile. The 454 LS6 engine, which could produce an incredible 450 horsepower, was one of 4 potent engine options available for the 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS. It was among the fastest vintage muscle cars available at the time, and in 1970, the second fastest overall. It even had the most horsepower that was advertised at the time. Vin Diesel has acknowledged the significance of this vehicle for both himself and the film series by referring to it as the original fast car. Even the most recent behind-the-scenes teasers for potential sequels feature it, demonstrating its enduring significance for the actor and the franchise. A 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS, particularly the coveted Sport QLS 6454 type, would cost more than $99,000 if one were to purchase one now. For the film, the filmmakers employed 2 authentic Chevelle SS Coupes, which are currently safely stowed away and have not undergone the more drastic alterations found in other movie automobiles. The 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona, a vehicle designed for sheer speed and aesthetic appeal, is one of Vin Diesel's collection's most valuable and uncommon pieces. Specifically built to dominate NASCAR racetracks, the Daytona included a massive 23-inch rear wing that stretched high into the air and a unique aerodynamic nose cone. Fast and Furious 6 included a brief appearance by this winged warrior, but Vin Diesel's own vehicle is authentic and not merely a prop. This automobile is quite rare. In 1969, there were only 503 of them produced, making it one of the most valuable gems of vintage American muscle vehicles. Of those, only 70 had the potent 426 Hemi engines with 425 horsepower. The Daytona's imposing rear wing and tall nose were not merely show features in its day. They gained 6 big victories and established it as a dominant force on the NASCAR circuit until the regulations was changed to prevent it from outperforming the competition. Its racing career may have come to an end with this swift ban, but it ensured that collectors would always consider it a fantasy car. An immaculate 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona can fetch more than $1.03 million at auction these days. At auction, several had even surpassed the previous high of $3. $3 million. In Vin Diesel's whole garage, his Daytona is perhaps one of the most valued vehicles. His ownership of a genuine 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona, a vehicle so valuable and uncommon that it was disqualified from NASCAR for being too fast, transforms him from a car enthusiast into a dedicated collector of automotive history. Although Vin Diesel has a soft spot for American muscle, he also likes fast, contemporary cars. There are some absolutely incredible machines in his garage that push the boundaries of luxury and performance. The Lykan Hypersport, a supercar from Lebanon that was renowned for soaring between skyscrapers in the film Furious 7, is the first of these contemporary wonders. This vehicle is incredibly costly, costing more than $3 million, or almost $3.04 million. In addition to its speed, its amazing features are what really set it apart. 420 genuine diamonds adorn its headlights, and its interior features a unique holographic infotainment display. An incredible 780 horsepower and 708 pound-feet of torque are produced by the rough-designed 3.7-liter twin-turbo flat-6 engine that powers this extremely uncommon beast. It can accelerate to a maximum speed of 245 miles per hour and go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.8 seconds. Its maximum speed causes the world to blur as it travels more than the length of a football field in a single second. Another startling fact is this one. There are only 7 of these models in the world, and Vin Diesel has one lying in his garage. This vehicle symbolizes the development of the Fast and Furious franchise from street racing to a massive international blockbuster show. Additionally, it chronicles Vin Diesel's transformation from a fan of vintage cars to a global celebrity. Next up comes the 1963 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray Grand Sport, the ultimate robbery machine. Fast 5, together with this iconic vehicle, elevated the film franchise to new heights. Because it was small, nimble, and had a lot of power, this Corvette was ideal for the film's bold train heist. Vin Diesel is well known for his admiration of this uncommon Corvette in real life. Its racing heritage and distinctive split-window appearance make it a collector's dream. This is a very uncommon automobile. Since only 5 of these models were ever produced, they are a veritable masterpiece of automotive history. An impressive V8 engine powers it, with 4 Weber-side draft carburetors and a 377 cubic inch, all-aluminum small Glock engine rated at 550 horsepower at 6,400 RPM. It was the most serious factory engine for racing. Its V8 engine in a different configuration generated 485 horsepower at 6,000 RPM. As his character, Dom Toretto famously snatched one from a moving train, Vin Diesel purchased one for himself in the film. This sports automobile is the most valuable relic in Diesel's whole collection, with a retail value of almost $7 million. He demonstrates how his on-screen experiences impact his real-life purchases by choosing to buy this extremely rare and pricey car, right after it played a significant part in Fast 5. But what about motorcycles? Vin Diesel's personal collection primarily consists of powerful 4-wheeled vehicles, despite his well-known passion for cars, particularly from the Fast and Furious films. In the movie Babylon AD, he was associated with Lazarus custom bikes, which were renowned for their futuristic appearance, frequently suggesting single-sided forks and swing arms, and computer-controlled supercharged V-twin engines. Additionally, A Reddit post concerning a Van Diesel Motivus Maximus road bike was made, sporting the Vin Diesel sticker on it, but this was a fan-built bike, not one that he owned or personally approved of. Few motorcycles, such as a 1996 Honda CR that makes an appearance in the first movie as a getaway vehicle, are featured in the Fast and Furious films as frequently as cars. The contrast between his on-screen image, which features a variety of automobiles, and his real-life enthusiasm, which is mostly centered around high-performance cars, especially American muscle, is evident. His genuine love and personal collection are therefore evidently focused on his incredible cars, even though he may ride bikes for movie scenes. Aside from the scream of engines and the shine of chrome, Vin Diesel is a very prosperous businessman and actor. His life outside of the workshop is equally remarkable, illustrating his empire-building process and his peaceful haven. Surprisingly, Vin Diesel began his acting career at the age of 7. It sounds like something from a movie. With the intention of causing trouble, he broke into the New York City theater with his twin brother Paul and a few buddies. But the artistic director of the theater provided them an unexpected option rather than phoning the police. Take part in a children's theater program, or else you will be punished. She gave them a script and instructed them to return the following day. That was the turning point. After that day, Vin Diesel claimed he never quit acting, but he found it difficult to break into Hollywood. After earning his degree in writing, he traveled to Los Angeles at the age of 23 in the hopes of becoming a famous person. The City of Dreams, however, had different ideas. For a whole year, he was unable to locate an agent or land any acting roles. Because of his mixed heritage, he was frequently told he was too distinctive or unmarketable, which made it difficult for him to fit into certain roles. In 1995, Vin Diesel chose to take matters into his own hands after dealing with numerous closed doors. In order to create, direct, produce, and star in the short film Multifacial, he borrowed money and spent his own savings. This movie was a personal account of a multiracial struggling actor who experienced discrimination in casting. Despite having a very modest budget and being shot in 3 days, it won over many hearts and was included in the 1995 Cannes Film Festival. This little movie ended up being a major turning point. Vin Diesel's performance so impressed renowned filmmaker Steven Spielberg that he offered him a part in his Oscar-winning war film Saving Private Ryan in 1998. Vin Diesel had previously appeared in the 1990 movie Awakenings in an uncredited role. It was after Saving Private Ryan that his career really took off. In 1999, he provided the voice of the lead character in the animated science fiction comedy The Iron Giant. His major break came in 2000 when he portrayed the anti-hero Riddick in the science fiction horror movie Pitch Black. Then came The Fast and the Furious, a 2001 film that would permanently alter his life. With this movie, he became a worldwide celebrity. He also acted in several high-profile action films such as X 2002 and returned to the character of Riddick in the Chronicles of Riddick 2004. In 2005, he gained success with the unexpected hit comedy The Pacifier, despite the Chronicles of Riddick's poor box office performance. Even though Find Me Guilty did not do well commercially, he tried his hand at a serious drama part in 2006 and received plaudits for his performance. He demonstrated his increasing impact by directing Los Bandoleros, a 2009 short film that explained the whereabouts of his character Dom and acted as a precursor to the Fast and Furious series. Instead of waiting for opportunities, he made them happen. To have more artistic control over his projects, he started One Race Films, his own production firm, and to assist in showcasing a range of artistic abilities. "I had to make my own destiny," he once said. "I would remain waiting for Hollywood if I did." Vin Diesel has become more than just an actor. He has achieved great success as a businessman. His estimated net worth as of 2025 is between $225 and $250 million. His amazing acting, producing, and filmmaking career has contributed significantly to his wealth. He has seen tremendous financial success from the Fast and Furious films, which has significantly increased his wealth. With an estimated $20 million to $25 million for each picture, he makes millions from performing. Furious 7 brought him an incredible $47 million. Because the film was a tremendous box office success and he received a portion of the earnings through his own production firm, the enormous sum was not only his acting pay. He earns money from other popular movies like XXXX and Riddick, in addition to the Fast and Furious series. He is renowned for his voice acting as well, particularly for his role as Groot in the Guardians of the Galaxy films. Forbes frequently lists him among the top paid actors worldwide. Vin Diesel is quite discreet about his personal life, even though he is extremely famous. He once stated to Details magazine that, like other well-known actors like Harrison Ford, Marlon Brando, Robert De Niro, and Al Pacino, he adheres to a code of silence, which prohibits him from discussing his private life on magazine covers. He keeps his residences and family information out of the public eye because of a great desire for privacy. Nonetheless, it's well known that Vin Diesel owns some stunning residences. In addition to owning a stunning vacation property there, he has frequently talked about how much he loves the Dominican Republic. In addition, he owns a lavish condominium in Manhattan, New York, which links him to his East Coast heritage. Online, a lot of people think he has a $5. $2 million Beverly Hills house. There are reportedly 5 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms in this nearly 6,000 square foot home. Curiously, his more than 16-year ownership of a home in Los Angeles, California provides a distinct perspective. The land where this property is located is 31,200 square feet. In the steep area of Beverly Crest, on a peaceful street with trees. This house was erected in 1957 and appears to have never been renovated, maintaining its original appearance. The interior of the house, which is roughly 1,500 square feet in size and has 2 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, is rather basic for someone as affluent as he is. Since 2007, Vin Diesel has maintained a romantic relationship with Mexican model Paloma Jimenez. Along with a boy born in 2010, they have 3 children, 2 daughters born in April 2008 and March 2009-2015, respectively. Their youngest daughter was called Pauline in memory of his co-star and close friend Paul Walker, who tragically died in November 2013 in a heartfelt remembrance. Vin Diesel is still making headlines now because of his continued career and legal issues. On June 3, 2025, a California court threw out 4 of the accusations made against him in a sexual assault case. The accuser, Esta Jonassen, was found to have missed the state law deadline for filing those particular claims by the judge. According to Brian Friedman, Vin Diesel's attorney, the claims are baseless, and they will provide solid proof to disprove the other 6 accusations. Claimants of sexual battery, wrongful termination, and intentional cause of emotional distress are among the 6 remaining elements of the lawsuit. Her lawsuit was filed by Jonathan in December 2023. Accusing Diesel of assaulting her while Fast 5 was being filmed in 2010 at a hotel in Atlanta. She claimed that the following day he grabbed her after dragging her violently onto a bed and then dismissed her. Vin Diesel has refuted each of these claims. Even if Jonathan's attorney disagrees with the judge's ruling on the rejected claims, they have promised to keep fighting for their client's justice. In addition to recommending that Diesel launch a complaint for malicious prosecution on his own, Diesel's attorney intends to request that the court dismiss the remaining portion of the case. For the remaining claims, a jury trial is scheduled for August. Vin Diesel continues to be dedicated to his job in spite of these legal obstacles. His work on Fast X Part 2, the upcoming sequel of the Fast and Furious saga, is still ongoing. In an attempt to tease fans, he has been sharing behind-the-scenes photos of his character, Dominic Toretto, going back to the garage to service both new and vintage vehicles. He posted pictures of his iconic 1970 Dodge Charger parked outside the Toretto garage, giving a sneak peek at the power that is being developed. He also used the tagline Heart, Family, Legacy to advertise the garage. He has also hinted at the inclusion of vehicles like Paul Walker's famous Supra, in the film and has been spotted performing driving stunts in behind-the-scenes recordings. This demonstrates that despite everything, Vin Diesel remains steadfastly devoted to the fast-paced industry and its devoted following. The real surprise in Vin Diesel's garage is this: it is an ongoing homage to the legend he has grown into, both in and out of the screen.